Alright, hey everybody. Welcome back to some more live coding. Tonight's topic is going to be Django and the AllAuth plugin. Now the AllAuth plugin is basically a complete solution for authentication as far as I can tell. I'm going to be trying it out, but it looks like it handles not only local authorization, meaning you can log in, register, forgot password, and do email verification. And on top of that, it'll do the social authentication, like log in with Discord, log in with GitHub, log in with Google. So we're going to try it out and see if we can get it to work. So the agenda for tonight is Django AllAuth. And we're going to start a new Django app. Etiquette says, please customize all the templates and use CBVs, class-based views. Well, yeah, we'll see. We'll get there. So we're gonna start it. We're gonna start by doing a new Django app. New Django project, technically, is the verbiage. And then create a simple view that requires login. And then add the AllAuth module, providing registration, login, logout, the password reset, and email verification. And then then we want to add the social auth. We'll try login with Discord. So that's going to be the agenda for today. So, Aniket, if you're interested in looking at how to customize the template and all of that, I did another stream before on how to use the Django core authentication package. So that one might help you out already. Otherwise, let's check this out. So I'm going to start by starting a new project. And I'm going to close what we have open here. This is what we were working on last time in PyCharm, which is an API backend for the GPS bookmarker, which was a mobile app that we made in React Native to bookmark GPS coordinates. So we're going to go ahead and start a new project. It is a Django project. We can call this Django AllAuth example. The interpreter we will use is a new virtual environment inside the project within a folder named VM, Python 3.6. That's fine, we'll give it a minute to load up. Okay. Interesting. They made a templates folder there. Okay, so in here we're gonna do now Python manage.py start app, and we're gonna create a little app. We'll just call it we'll call it posts. Why not? Okay, so we're going to want to create at least a view. Def, we'll just create one called test for now. And we will return an HTTP response of it is working. And then we will do that. And then we'll just want to run it and verify that it's working. And I'm going to do a quick look at the settings. And yeah, all the default settings should be fine. So we can run it. And we've got this. Oh, we need to add a URL route. So in our URL route, we will do a path to just the home page, the default. We'll send that to post.views.test. And then here we have to say import posts.views. Okay, so now if we hit the home page in the browser, okay, I think I need to not put the slash at all. Okay, yeah, and now the test needs to take a request in the first argument, and now it's working. Okay, now what we want to do is add, I think, what is it? Is it authentication required? Or is it login required? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so login required. Now if we go back, it's going to say, sorry, basically it doesn't exist. And just to confirm if we comment it out. Oh wait. There. So now let's... So what it was doing was basically forwarding us to the login page. And that's what it's doing there. So if we do here, we can do settings, login URL. I believe that's the setting you need. So whenever you're logged out by default, yeah, now you can see it says /login. So basically, if you try and access anything using the login required decorator, it's automatically going to reroute you to the login URL that you can set here. So this is all core Django so far. None of the AllAuth module yet. And one other thing I do want to do is create a custom user system, or not a system, but just a custom user class. So I'm going to do python manage.py start app, and I'm just going to call it local users. And then in here, all I'm going to do is say class local user, and that's going to inherit from I think it's base user or abstract user. I need to check real quick. Abstract user versus abstract base user. Yeah, so hold on. There's two, and there's one of them I want. I forget which of the subclasses I want. Base user. However, abstract base user requires much more. Yeah, I just want abstract user, not abstract base user. Okay. And then I don't even really have to do anything. I just want to have it so I can extend it if I want to later. Okay, so now one other thing I have to do is in settings, I just have to tell it to use my Django settings auth user class. You have to tell it what user model you want it to reference. It's in here somewhere. Extending the user model. Here we go. Substituting a custom user model. This is what I want. Okay, auth user model. That's what it is. So I want auth user model equals local users dot local user. That should do it. So now I can migrate. I can make my migrations. Let's see. Oh, I need to install my apps real quick. So I am building a totally fresh app here. So in the installed apps, I just need to add my local users and my posts, which just has the simple view that doesn't do anything. Okay, hold on. Let me make migrations, and then I can migrate. Okay, now I should have in the database here, I can just drag and drop the SQLite database into the database browser. and then I can confirm, yeah, it did not make the auth user, and it did make my local user. And if you look at the table, it has all the stuff the normal user does. So basically we just have one that we can extend if we want to. Okay, so our base app is looking good, but there's no way to register right now. You have to have an admin register you at this point. So you can do that through the command line or through the database directly. But we're going to try out this AllAuth plugin. And yeah, so they have some installation instructions here. Okay, so pip install Django AllAuth. Let me do this. Let me add a requirements.txt. That way we can add all the dependencies that we're adding. Okay, so now it says, hey, you're missing one of these dependencies. Yeah, so we can just say, okay, go ahead and install it for us. This is going to take care of the pip install. Okay, now we're going to have to turn it on in our settings file here, the same way that we turned on all this other stuff. So, important, please note Django Contribs sites is required. Oh, that's not one that we have. Okay, I'll add that one too then. So yeah, installed apps. It says you need Django Contrib sites, so I'll add that one at the bottom. And then I guess I'm going to want all of these, so let's try AllAuth account, which I'm guessing is the local account, and then social account, which provides the OAuth social login support. And the one I do want to try is Discord. I'm going to try login with Discord. Control-Alt-L to reformat everything. Okay, so now we've installed it. Hopefully this order is okay, where we're adding it at the end. But also I'll move I'll move posts down, but I think we want to load the local users before we do the other ones, and I'm sure we could add the sites up there like that. So I think I'm going to go with that order. I think that should be okay. Oh, and you need a site ID. I'm guessing that's what goes with sites. So let's do that. Okay, now the URLs.py. It looks like they've got some predefined URLs, and we'll take a look at what those are. Okay, so let's import URL and import include. Give it a comma. Okay, so if we hold control and we mouse over .urls, see it says variable urls.py. So if we control click on it, it brings us right into it, and we can actually see what it's doing. And in this case, it's creating some new URL patterns and then sending them back, so it looks like it's going even AllAuth account URLs. I want to see what it's doing, so if we right click, we should be able to do like a find. Okay, now if you go over here and click this button, it should take you to the file. Perfect. So that button basically is like a target. It looks like a reticle on a scope. You click on that and it jumps to the file that you have open in your editor, wherever it is in the file system. So this one's buried deep within the contrib module, but that target icon brought me right into site packages, AllAuth, URLs. Okay, so that's where it is, and AllAuth account URLs. Okay, so yeah, I want to go into account and look at their URLs. Okay, so these are all the URLs that it's providing. We've got sign up, login, logout, password change, password set, inactive, and then several related to email, like view your email, confirm emails, email verification sent, add email, subtract email, stuff like that. And then the password reset one. So that's good. We want all that stuff. We want that whole suite of things. And now we know what URLs is being provided here. And actually, just for reference, I'm going to copy that out and I'm going to put it in my URLs. Purely as reference. Okay, so this is going to be AllAuth provided URLs. And those are provided by this /accounts include AllAuth URLs. So basically it's going to be /accounts/ whatever these are. And I like account. I'll do /account. Okay, so now if we go back to our little home page, well, let's run it again first. So let's restart it. Oh, no module names, sites, local users. Oh, I must have left a typo in the settings file. Yeah, so this should be... Wait, where is it? No module name, Contribs, sites, local users. Yeah, here's the comma I needed. There we go. Okay, so now we can go... We go here and it's going to send us to the login page. Because we don't have a login. So what I need to do is go update my login URL so that it actually points to /account/login. And I think we can even do a reverse lookup so that we don't have to hardcode that string. Hold on a second. We go to account URLs. If they gave it a name, yeah, they gave it a name. So account login. I think what we can do here in the settings file is Django URLs reverse. And then it will look up that name and figure out what the URL to it is. So even later on, if we modify this to be /accounts or /users, it will have no problem adapting accordingly. So that's going to be a better option. Let's make sure it actually works. So let's try, and now that we go here and we're not logged in, it should redirect us to /account/login. And it just crashed. Hold on. Apps aren't loaded yet? Oh, you know what? Maybe I can't do it there. It's too early in the chain. It's trying to load the settings. Okay. Well, that's too bad. It's trying to load the settings at the beginning before all of the URL and the routes are registered, so it doesn't look like I can do it there. Okay, let's try it again. Yeah, at least now it sends us to /account/login. And it says no such table, Django site, so we enabled a new app, and that was the sites one, and the AllAuth one, so actually we need to run migrate to create all the tables for all the new apps that we added, which was the sites one, and the social account, and the account, and all of that. So if we look in our database now, we will see... Let me refresh it. Yeah, now you see account email address, account email confirmation, and we also see Django site. Okay. I think we have to set our site name. But we can look at that later. Okay, so now we do this again, and this is the sign-up form that it creates. Jeff Williams says, hello everyone. Hey Jeff, welcome back. So we're looking at the default sign-up page. Oh, and look at that. It even, because we told it specifically in the installed apps that we want to use Discord as a provider, it automatically provides Discord as one of the links here. So let's try this. Why don't we also add GitHub and Bitbucket. Oops. And now if we refresh there, now we get the other ones. Now it looks like we might have to do a little more configuration to set up the URLs and the callback URLs and all that. And we'll look at that too, but right now I just want to try, we'll try sign up, okay? We'll try Dano1. Okay. Okay, so this is all the basic, this is the default sign up form that is provided by AllAuth. Okay, we'll sign up. Password is too common. Hold on, let me get my password generator out. Okay, you just better save my password for me. There we go. Connection refused. Did it crash? What happened? Did it just go to internal server error account sign up? Connection refused. Let's see. Let's just try doing it again. Post, resend. Okay, that one worked. Let's try it again with Dano2. A user already registered with this email address. I'm not a big fan of that workflow. I would rather it just email you. But I'm gonna go with that for now. Connection oh, no, wait a second. Let's go back, hold on. Let's finish the installation instructions. So we set up that. Note that you do not necessarily need the URLs provided by the Django Contrib auth. You can use ours. Okay, that's what we're doing. Post installation, run migrate. Yeah, we did that. Now start your server and visit admin and follow these steps. Add a site for your domain, matching site ID. Okay, so it looks like we need to add a site for your domain. Oh, interesting. So in the database where it's got the sites, let's try this. Let's save these, and let's see if that was part of the problem, because it's probably looking at the host name and doing an allowed hosts. No, connection refused. No. Let's see. Oh, it's when it's doing the send confirmation email. That's what it's doing. Hold on. So let's do Django email backend console. I just need to set this. Jeff Williams says, I have never really played with Django or Python, but watching these videos has made me really want to dive into it a bit more. Yeah, so Python is awesome. I really like Python, but there's not a whole lot of web frameworks for Python. Django is really like the de facto framework if you have a big app, and that's kind of a good thing in a way, but I really like Django too. Okay, so now when it sends an email, it's just going to send it to the terminal. So let's try this again. I'm going to try and Alright, we'll try good old asterisk. And we'll give it a nice, strong, secure password. Okay, there we go. So now we've got the, what is it, after login URL, Django after login URL. So it basically, let's see here. Okay, so now you can see it actually sent the email to the console. Hello from website name. You're receiving this email because user blah 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 has given your email address to the connector account. If this is correct, click this URL. Boom, confirmation, successfully signed in, change email, sign out. Nice, so look, you can actually have multiple email addresses, resend verification, remove. No, wait, unverified? Maybe there's a... I thought I just verified. Oh, I have to click confirm here. Confirm. Okay, same thing. It's trying to redirect me to accounts/profile, which is not where I want it to go. So there is a login redirect URL. That's what it is. So in the settings, you want to set that one too, and that's basically where it's going to redirect you after you log in. And in that case, let's redirect them just to the home page. So now let's go to the home page, and now we can, it's working because we're logged in. So now if we do account log out, it should log us out. Okay, and that's one of the flash messages. Oops, if we go here again, we shouldn't see the same message, yeah. Oh, it gives you, are you sure? Are you sure you want to sign out? Yes, sign out. You have signed out. Okay. Awesome. So now we can... Oh no, did it not save my awesome user? Remember me. Very good. Sign in. Save. It is working. Great. Now, if we can verify that if we do account log out and do sign out, and then we try to go back to the home page. Yeah, it does not give us the home page, because on the home page, we told it... Here. We told it login required. So you have to be logged in to some user that's validated. And we try to go there, and it says, sorry, we need you to sign in. It redirects you to account login. You can log in, and then it's going to redirect you back to the page, and now you have authorization. So, boom, that was really easy. That was very easy. And it gives you all the good stuff, it looks like, out of the box. Even better stuff with the ability to add multiple emails and change your main one. Okay, so if we sign out, let's try the forgot password. And I think it was astfa@astfa.com. We'll say reset, now it says okay. Now what if we had one we did not exist? Is it going to say, sorry, that email does not exist? I hope it doesn't. No, it does. See, that's really bad, because then people can enumerate email accounts and just see if someone has an account. So that's not ideal. I would change that a little bit, but you can always override just their local one if you want, and just use the social auth only. But I'm going to go with that. Now down at the bottom we can see that it did send another email. And now it gives us a link to the account password reset with the key. And now we can change our password. I'm going to change it to the same thing. Your password's now changed. Awesome. Sign in. Sign in again. It's working. And we can log out. So what else is there? I think that was almost all the URLs that we just tested. So we've got sign up, log in, log out, password change, password set. Interesting. There's no... We don't have any link to the password change one yet. But let's try it out. I guess it would be account/password change. Okay. So we'll just try some bad values. Yeah, please type your current password. They should match. Okay, so that's good. Let's try making sure that it does set. Oops. Password successfully changed. Okay, good. So what else? Password set. Interesting. What is that one? How's that one different? Password set. It just okay. That just redirects you to password change. Probably unless you came from the account reset password. Then it probably puts you back on the set since you don't know your old one. So that's okay. What is inactive? I bet that's just a page it sends you to if you are inactive. Yeah. So if your account is set to inactive, let's check that. Like, if we go into let's see, I guess local users, is that where it would be? Did it modify our base user? No. So hold on, where is the inactive flag set? Account email address? Verified? No, account email Okay, so oh, okay, is active is a core thing set on the user. I guess I just missed it. So on here, yeah, there it is active. So I'm not sure. Let's see if we turn it off. If we turn it off for that user, let's try and log in. Interesting, it just says, sorry, you can't log in. Let's try it now. Uh-oh. Oh, do I need to commit? Now it works. Okay, so when someone's inactive, it basically just leaves them out. So I'm not sure exactly when it would redirect them to the inactive page. Maybe that's something you can use yourself. But okay, /email. I think that's the one where it lists all your emails. Yeah, so that lists all your emails. Now we can add a new one. Oh, this email's already associated with someone else. Okay, unverified. Let's check it and say resend. Now down here we can verify we did in fact get the email. We can confirm it. And now if we go to account email, we can see verified, primary, make primary. Awesome. Awesome. Very nice. Confirm email, that's fine. Password reset, we tried all those too. Awesome, so that's all the auth stuff out of the box. I really couldn't be happier, except for a couple of the error messages that provide maybe a little too much info. I like that. I like it a lot so far. And so now we've basically done all of these things. And these are all done. Okay, so now the last thing we need to do is test this social auth. And let's see. So I want to do something else while we're here. Plus json.dumps request.user, and then let's import JSON. No, just regular JSON. Okay, so now if we just go to the home page, local user is not JSON serializable. I thought any object was pretty much dumpable. Interesting. Let's just see what happens if we do if we just cast it to a string. It's just going to give us the name. But I guess that's okay. Okay. And let's see, let's do import pprints request.user. Okay, so let's inspect the user a little bit more. Okay. Simple lazy object. That's it? That's all it gives us? Okay, let's check it out real quick one more time. What I want to know is, I think there's a variable called backends on the user. It has no attribute backend. Hold on, let me check this out. Django user backend. Maybe not. Maybe it's request.auth is where it comes from. Okay, let's go to the home page. WSGI request. Yeah, okay. Okay, that's fine. So let's go to Discord. Here we go, Discord app. So then I want to go to, actually I want to go to my apps. And we'll try a new one. We'll call this Django tester. Okay. So let's go back here. Post installation. Okay, so we already did these. Now configuration. Now it looks like there's a handful of settings that we can set here. Account adapter, account authenticated login redirects. The default behavior is to redirect authenticated users to login redirect. Okay, so it uses the core one by default. Account authentication method is username, email. Specifies the login method to use, whether the user logs in by entering their username, email address, or either one of both. Setting this to email requires account email required. Okay, so it looks like there's a handful of settings in here, like account email required. And why not? I think I want to turn that one on. Okay, so we'll turn account email required. Account email verification is mandatory. Account email subject prefix is site, that's fine. Account email max length, account forms. Okay, so I think the rest of these are probably okay. Just making sure there's nothing else important I'm missing. Social account adapter. Social account auto signup. Attempt to bypass the signup form by using fields like username and email retrieved from the social account provider. Okay, so that's cool. If you log in with them, it auto creates you account. That's very convenient. Social account providers. Now, I guess by doing that it's enough. Oops. Dictionary containing provider-specific settings. So that's in case I need to set any specific settings. Okay, so that's good. Providers. Most providers require you to sign up for a so-called API client. Yeah, we just did that, so we just created our API client here. You must add a social app record per provider via the Django admin containing these app credentials. Okay, so we're going to have to go into the admin interface. Actually, there was one other thing it told us to do. Now start your server and go to admin and add a site for your domain, matching site ID. Okay, I think we did that automatically through the database. So let me do python manage.py create super user. Okay, so now let me try and log in as an admin. Okay, so now we see email addresses, groups, sites. And yeah, we see one with ID of 1 with our site name, that's good. And then social accounts, social application tokens, social applications. Oh, these would be the people's accounts, the actual users' accounts. Social application tokens. Okay, yeah, so those are where their tokens would be stored. And then I think this is where I actually need to create one. Yeah, here we go. This is for Discord. And I'm going to put my client. Oh no, I lost it. Close, close, close. There we go. Client ID. The name is Discord custom OAuth tester. Secret key. And then key, we'll call it I don't know what that key is for. I think that might be the session cookie. And then, okay, access to this site. And I'm going to post in that secret key real fast so you guys can't see it. Oh no, not my test server. Okay, so now we have this tied to Discord. Now, one more thing we're going to have to do here is give it a callback or a redirect URL. Okay, and that's going to be our callback URL. And then the login is going to be, we just need identity and email. Copy, so that's going to be the login URL. We're going to need that in a minute, I think. Okay, save changes. Okay, so what else do I need to do? Oh, I lost the install page. Documentation. Providers. Okay, you must add a social app record per provider via the Django admin. Yeah, I just did that. When creating the OAuth app on the side of the provider, pay special attention to the callback URL. If you do not configure this properly, you will not receive the login messages. I guess that's the default callback it'll use. So let's see, Discord. Yeah, so we already created our app. Make sure to add the callback to this. Okay, I'll do that. Okay, so actually this callback URL needs to be /account/Discord login callback. Save. Copy. Okay. And then I think all we need to do now is actually push this up. So we'll do deployment, configuration, we'll add a SFTP. Sandbox.devdungeon.com. Okay. Okay, mappings. Let's see, now I want to put it in AllAuth test. Okay, so now I can push all the files up. But actually there's one... Yeah, I want to ignore... Oh, where is it? I want to ignore that virtual environment folder. Yeah, ignore that. Okay, so now I should do tools deployment, upload to sandbox. And then if I go up there, now I should be able to go into AllAuth test, and all that good stuff is there. Now I can just run well, actually I'm gonna need Python 3-nvn. I'm gonna have to create a virtual environment real quick. I'll create a tmux, and I'll do source vn bin activate python-n pip install -r requirements. That'll install the Django and the other Django thing I need. Okay. Now I should be able to just do python manage.py run server, and I'm going to run it on there we go. So now let's see. Yeah, I do need to do that. And then I gotta restart it. What? There we go. So let's try... Well, I guess we're gonna have to do probably one more thing, huh? It's gonna actually need the Discord login URL. Yeah, how do I provide it? I need to tell it what my... Oh, well, you know, I gave it the client ID. So should that be enough for it to figure it out? No, because it needs to know the login redirect to. Interesting. So social applications, Discord. Okay. So let's see here. If we... Where was that login URL? Here it is. So if we go to that URL... Oh. Something's wrong with that. Copy. Try. There we go. Okay. So it wants my identity and my email address. That's fine. I authorize. Now this should be sending a callback to our server here. Oh, you know what? Is the callback... Is it not in there? Oh yeah, I see it. There it is. Now it doesn't seem to like that callback URL. Account/discord/login callback. Interesting. Oh, you know what I think it is? I think it requires HTTPS. I wonder if I can quickly... Without having to do... No, it's probably just as easy to do a quick whiskey setup. So what should I do? Let's see. Sudo apt install Apache mod whiskey. Apache 2. Apache 2 mod whiskey. Let's see. Mod whiskey Apache Ubuntu. I think I'm gonna need to set up SSL real quick for it to work. Because I think that's part of the spec for OAuth2. It requires that HTTPS is used. Live Apache 2 mod whiskey. Okay. Now, I do have a tutorial for setting up WSGI in Arch Linux, or Arch Linux, but this should be okay. Yes, so now we can go to the Apache config files, go to sites available. We'll copy the SSL one. AllAuth test. Okay, so we basically need to add in some stuff for the virtual host. Interesting. I had some typos, I guess, on the tutorial here. So the server name is actually sandbox.devdungeon.com. Okay, and then we gotta tell it where the WSGI script is, and that's gonna be and then the WSGI script is inside, yeah, Django AllAuth example. AllAuth example / WSGI.py. Okay, then get rid of that. I don't think doesn't exist. I don't think we need that one at all. I've already got logs set up, so I'm gonna get rid of those. SSL engine on. That's fine. I think it self-signs automatically by default, which should be fine. And let's try port 9999 still. Okay, so now let's restart Apache 2. And then hopefully, so wait, we gotta do sudo a2 end site AllAuth test. That's gonna create the symlink. Reload Apache 2. It's gonna create the symlink and turn the site on. So now if we go to sandbox.devdungeon.com 9999. Let's see. Oh yeah. Let's try just commenting this one out. Okay, let's see if any of it works. Oh, you know what? I think I might have I think I had an Nginx running. Shoot, what is... let's see. Verilog HTTP. This is all part of programming. We're almost there. Yeah, so okay, let's try that. Yeah, okay, that's good. Now we can do... Now we can check the logs. And first we'll start it up. Then we'll check the logs. Error. What is the error here? Look, there's like some spam bot hitting the site, brute forcing a bunch of stuff. Pre-fork shutting down mod WSGI. Restart. Apache 2 couldn't reliably. That's okay, that shouldn't be a problem. Call it sig term. Is that just because I turned it off and was restarting it? Okay. Now... Interesting. So what happens if I hit it? There's just nothing. Okay, it should be port 9999. Unable to connect. Okay, I think what I might need to do in the Etsy file is... Okay, so the site is enabled. Let's see, Vim security.com. Okay, check out ports. I think that's what I need to do. Yeah, so we wanted to also listen on 9999. Okay. Systemctl restart Apache 2. Okay, hopefully that was all it needed. Yeah, there we go. SSL error, that's fine. You know what? I don't care, Firefox. I want you to let me there anyway. Let's see. Sent an invalid response. Oh, it actually... An error occurred during a connection. SSL received a record that exceeded the maximum permissible length. That's one I'm not really familiar with. What causes that? Suddenly, only with Firefox. Yeah, it's interesting. So even in Chrome, it SSL protocol error. That's all it tells me, though. So let's see. Let's go back into the sites enabled. Oh, I think I need maybe I need to turn on the default one. Sudo a2 and site default SSL. Let's see. Okay, what else am I missing here? Let's... Now, it's working, but it's complaining about the SSL certificate. Maybe the certificate doesn't actually exist. So let's do this. That's probably the problem. Here we go. So I'm going to copy these two lines, paste them, comment out these originals. Self-signed.pem, and then we're going to do self-signed.key, and then I have a command to do all of it in one go. Here we go. This will do everything in one command. Yeah, I'll do it here, why not? So keyout's actually going to be self-signed.pen. Oh no, it's going to be self-signed.key. And self-signed.pen. Okay, so those are there. Let's try and restart and now see if it works. Let's try it in Chrome. No, same thing. Let me see. This is interesting. This is one I've never really had to deal with. Let's see, Apache ModWizgy SSL example. Let me see if there's anything I messed up. Server name, yeah. No, default SSL. Oh, you know, maybe... I wonder if I need those directory things to allow it. Oh, now hang on a second too, did I... Wait a second, yeah, am I totally missing these pieces? Okay, let's... I think those might be important, so let me go back. I'm not 100% sure which one will fix it, but so... Okay. We can delete all this stuff since it's all in the core one. Oh yeah, we don't need a static directory. Yeah, so let's do this one though. /home nanodano AllAuth test. Now I do want to just oh, you know what? That's not even my username. That might be why. Okay, yeah, now this is... Right, we're gonna need the right Python. So that's gonna be... Yeah, this, I think this is... I don't know why I didn't have this before and it still worked. I guess with the Arch Linux it's different. Shoot, I'm gonna have to go over here and check. Okay, so we're gonna go into the AllAuth test VM live, yeah, Python 3.6 side packages. Okay, and then we actually did define the whiskey script. Okay. Just check on the status. Yeah, okay, so it seemed to start up okay. Yeah, we still don't get what we need here. This is actually a little confusing. Well, so what is actually the problem here? Error code SSL error RX is too long. This usually means the implementation on SSL on your server is not correct. The error is usually caused by a server-side problem, which the administrator needs to investigate. Okay, let's try something. I'm going to basically get rid of any reference to the WSGI and just see if it comes up as a regular, plain old, regular SSL. Okay. So no, same thing. Let's try just the 443. Okay. Now Ubuntu Apache. So I've got to be missing something here with Ubuntu. Like, there's got to be some setting that I am brain farting on here. Is it? Did I use an old protocol that it's not happy with? Okay, yeah. Open it up, modify it. Nothing special there. Okay, so this is how you make a virtual host. Okay. Now, is our HTTP one still working? Yeah, that one works okay. Okay. This is annoying. So what if, this really is annoying because it's the last piece I need to test. And you know what? The other day we did this, and it didn't... Was I able to do it without SSL the other day? I think I was. So let me just go back on this side and make sure I'm not missing something. So let's take a look one more time at... Okay, when I sign up, I run into connectivity issues. No. Okay, I want configuration. So I wonder if there's something in here that I need to set. Okay, I need to think about this for a minute. What is causing it? Let's see, mods enabled. Let's make sure we do have WSGI and the SSL. Is there no SSL? There's... Oh... Was that really it? It didn't turn it on? It didn't turn on the SSL module by default? Systemctl restart Apache 2. If this works... Failed. Start Apache 2. Okay, at least it's giving me an error now. -xe. Yeah, there we go. Unit Apache 2 service failed, that's fine. Now I'm at least getting an error, and I bet it is A2 dis site AllAuth tests. Restart Apache 2. Yeah, now it's working. I can't believe it was just the fact that the SSL module was turned off. Okay, systemctl. Now I want to do A2 nsite. I want to turn it back on. And now I need to figure out what exactly is wrong with my config here. Okay, now maybe we can try putting these back. Oh, wait. Here's a correction too. Those are both in the certs folder. Okay. I think that might... No, it looks like there's still... No such configuration file, AH0. Oh, cannot access directory, verilog, httpd. Okay, let's just say... Let's just put them in my home directory. Okay, please work. Alright, we got it. Oh, we were close. Failed password for root. Oh, that's nice. No, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, I just wanted these. Journal for system for Apache 2 only. No, verilog httpd. Oh, it's Apache 2, that's why. Yeah, so it made them. Okay, now we can say, yeah, what's the problem? No WSGI daemon process? Oh. Okay. Okay, I can fix that real quick. etc Apache 2 sites available vim AllAuth. Okay, so now where is it? We said WSGI process group AllAuth. And then, let's see, Apache WSGI group. When we define this WSGI script alias, and oh yeah, okay, so there it is. This is where you tell the processes to tie together. AllAuth tests. Okay. That should do it. Let's give it one more restart and do a happy dance. No, still an error? Okay. Let's pop back and tail the error log. Okay, so now I'm actually getting a Python error, which is good. FuncTools LRU cache. Okay, I think it might be using the wrong Python. So let's see, specify Apache WSGI specify Python. Yeah, WSGI Python path. Python path. No, I want to tell it which Python to use because I think it's using Python 2. WSGI specify Python interpreter. There we go. WSGI Python executable path for WSGI 2. WSGI Python home. Okay. I think we're using 2. So yeah, we'll try WSGI Python path home is home tron AllAuth test. This is going to be vn bin Python. I guess it's just the bin. Okay. Restart. Failed. Same. No. It just failed to start up. It didn't like that variable I gave it. WSGI Python home. Let me make sure that's even right. Yeah, that's right. So maybe we are using WSGI 1. And also, let's confirm that that is correct. Yeah, that looks good too. So now we'll restart it. No. Yeah, it doesn't like that variable I give it. /vn. Oh, that one went through. Still got an error here though. Same one, module has no LRU cache. Okay, I thought that was because it couldn't get the right Python virtual environment. I had the same issue but then found out my site was built with Python 3 and Apache was configured for Python 2. Oh, you have to do live Apache 2, WSGI Python 3. Wow, okay. I didn't realize that WSGI was so strict, and it was only Python 2. I thought you could give it whichever version of Python you wanted, so that's interesting to learn. So we're going to do apt-get remove, yeah, live Apache 2 mod Python. I don't think I have that one, but to mod WSGI. Okay, then we also want to do sudo apt, well, I guess we don't even need sudo. We'll do apt install live Apache 2 mod WSGI Py 3. Okay. Now is it all of a sudden just going to start working? It started. Okay, that's a good sign. No module named Django AllAuth example. That's awesome. Well, I mean, it's a step in the right direction. No module named Django AllAuth example. Is that so? I think the working directory. Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is now. So let's pop back in here. Sites available. Yeah, now in this directory here, we do need to add like that. So now it can find it in the proper directory. Alright, it's working. We went through all of that. Now we can do account Discord/login redirect. Oh, what was the callback? Now we can actually finish the last step that we were waiting on. Okay, so let's go back to our Discord app. And I want to modify, yes, this will be HTTPS. Yes. Save. And then that's going to be our login URL. There we go. Okay. Okay, so now we should see the callback as soon as we hit authorize. Assuming the callback is wired up correctly. Now this is where it hung last time. So let's try. Okay, so it's hanging again, but why? Okay, so let's go back and try out. So the page works. We can do account logout. Okay, now let's do sign out. Attempt to write a read-only database. Is that so? Let's just do this. Okay. Unable to open database file. Let's see, do I need to restart it? Service Apache 2 restart. Interesting. Now that's another you have signed out. Now, interesting, with the 775, with the 777, it should allow it. Solution, make sure Apache can also write the parent directory. Okay. Freeing up the whole directory. There we go. Now if we click sign in with Discord, account/discord/login. Okay, so we should be setting in our settings somewhere. Django AllAuth login URL setting. So we should have to set and say like, hey, when you try and log into Discord, here's the login link. I guess it could generate it by itself if it knows the client ID. And it should know the client ID because it's in the admin. It's in the admin section. The whole thing is hanging now. Uh-oh. What's going on with it now? Interesting. Okay, well, I definitely didn't expect this to turn into an Apache debugging session, but it looks, yeah, so okay, let's just close that tab, start a new one. Loaded. I guess it's trying to shut down. What's going on? Come on. Let's see. I had Tomcat running too. Maybe Tomcat running had something to do with it. Now it's like the whole server's just being slow. Well, let's try and restart it. Maybe now it'll come back. What's going on? Server? You alive? It's like there's one that's stuck on. Okay. Now, I don't know why this... I'm just gonna close all these windows. They're all hanging. Okay, so... No, what is it? Start Apache 2. Then let's go back. All I want to do is log in with Discord. Sandbox.devdungeon 9999. Okay, it's back. Now, this is totally broken though. Let me make sure my client ID is still accurate. Now this is discordapp.com/developers. Django tester. Yeah, that client ID still looks good. OAuth2 /account Discord login callback. Yeah, so we're gonna do Django, AllAuth, social setup. Okay, installation. We did those. Oh, wait. I did forget a step here. I think I forgot 2 steps here. Okay, so I need to update the templates in the settings. So that, yeah, it uses that, but we already give it... Okay, so we give it that, and then under authentication backends. Yeah, we're also gonna say... There we go. Then we've got all the rest of what we need. And we can migrate, and actually we can just make sure. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to push it up now. And why is it complaining? Oh, this should be commented out. Okay. Okay, so everything's pushed up. Now we're going to migrate and make sure there's nothing we missed. Django, Contrib, Auth, context processors. .auth. Context Django Contrib. Must be in templates. Oh, and then I gotta push it up. Okay. No migrations to apply, that's good. That's fine. Okay, I'm gonna bookmark this. Now if I try clicking on Well, let's try restarting it just to be sure. Okay. So we'll try logging with Discord. It's still... It tries to make the link, so we see the link that it should be creating, and then we see what it actually is creating. And in this case, it's leaving out the /API in front of it. Now, that might be why it's breaking. That might be out of date from whoever made it originally. No, that doesn't... Yeah, because it also needs the scope. Okay, no, it has the scope here. Scope, email, and identify. And it gives it a state, which is what we want. So it's actually good, except for the fact that the only difference is that they have the state, which is fine. Interesting. So how come it suddenly broke? Did it did I lose my secret? Did my secret mess up? But that shouldn't mess up the public login one. So I'm really confused why. Look, we'll go grab a fresh one right now. OAuth2, we'll say identify, email, and scope, copy. This app currently provides no functionality for forcing... No, it's fine. If you have a custom user model, you need to specify what field represents the username, if any. No, that should be fine. It should. Creating and populating user instances, invitations. No, those are fine. Okay, so what's the difference between the one they generated and tried to use and this one that I just got? Oh no, there's a typo. No way. There's a typo. Look at that. Devdugan. Devdugan.com. There it is. That might be it. Okay. Okay, so now is there any difference if I fix that? No, we've got callback and response type code, scope, and all they did here is reverse that scope, response type, and then they tacked on the state. So this one does not, like it should work. Now what if I just rip off the state? That's so interesting. Okay, so now we'll try this one. Now this one works okay. Okay, we're gonna delete all these. Okay, there's one we know works 100%. Now we're gonna go to our site. We're going to make sure all the files are in sync. We're going to restart. We're going to confirm that when we click this, this is what we get. Okay, so what is the difference between these two? Is it just this? Is it literally just that? Okay, now we'll switch it with that. And that one doesn't work. Oh, it's probably because the scope or the state. No, I see. This is really kind of confusing me why one will work and why the other doesn't. Okay, now theirs is pretty much identical, but it fails. And if I take off the state and I add this in to make it pretty much match the other one, then it So, yeah, I'm legit kind of confused here. The only difference that I can see is that scope equals email plus identify, and this one is scope equals identify and email space email. Okay, that one works. Now, watch. Now if we do plus, that one still works. So, like, and response type, the only difference is the order of response type and the scope. And the extra slash at the end. I'm really confused on what minute it is. No way, is that really all it was? There's an extra slash being added at the end. Okay, so watch. If we go back to our site, we do sign in with Discord. Okay, then it gives us a broken URL. But if we go down to the end and we take off that extra slash on our callback URL, then it suddenly works. Okay, now if that works and we hit authorize, let's see, let's tail the access log. Okay, now we should see the callback. And we do! There it is! Awesome. Now that's probably the state. That's probably the state breaking, which is kind of okay for now. Okay, try this one more time. Yeah, error, so okay, I wonder if I can edit this to have the extra slash at the end. So now that with the slash it is an acceptable callback. Will that fix it instead of me having to modify the core of their plugin so that it doesn't have a slash? Oh, booyah, look at that. Talk about annoying tiny little detail. Extra slash at the end. Extra slash at the end. Almost killed me. Okay. Awesome. Okay, now it requires the email because we set email required, I believe. Yeah, account email required. Now I wonder if that's because I actually did not verify my email on Discord. How do I view my account? Is my email not verified here? Is that what the problem is? Email? I guess it would tell me if it wasn't. Okay, so I'm gonna set this to false so that hopefully it won't require me to additionally verify the email on top of my social account. Okay, now we sign in with Discord, and that's working so nice now. That makes me so happy. Authorize. Verify your email address? Account email. Oh. No, okay, so having the email is required, but it's the account email verification. And that can be... okay, yeah, so they give me a couple options. Optional, mandatory, or none. I'll do optional. And I'll push that up. And now we'll try it again. Log in with Discord. I'll verify. Let's see. There we go. I want to make sure I upload the database and this settings file. Oh, I might need to restart too. If I don't restart, it's not going to reload all the settings. Okay, so sign in Discord, which works so good now. I'm so happy. Authorize. Boom. Now I'm logged in as the Discord user. That's such a victory. Even though I've done this OAuth like 4 times in the past, it always feels so good when you get it working because it's such a deal. It's such an ordeal to get it set up. But now I want to do this. I want to pull the database down. Oh no, I want to pull DB SQLite down. So I can right click, I think, do deployment and say download. Basically saying, yep, I do. I want to pull down the one from up there. And I want to check out my users. Okay, so I don't see... Oh, there it is. Okay, good. So now it did, in fact, create a new user with the same username as my Discord user. And then, let's see, if we look in social account, there we go. Now we can see the Discord user ID tied to our user ID in our Django system. That's very, very awesome. Okay. So happy we got that working. So now you can log in with the local, or I guess we need to log out now. And then we can sign in also with nice. Awesome. So we did it. We did it, everybody. All right. Done. Done. We did it. I like this plugin, or the whole package rather, the AllAuth. And so if we wanted to add others, what we would really need to do is go into the admin and create a new secret key, and then just install the new provider in the settings. Up here where we turned on, yeah, these. All we'd have to do is make an entry for the client secret and the client ID, and it looks like it's already going to automatically figure out what scope it needs. It's going to figure out what the login URL is and all of that. So that's really slick. You know, I've been busting my brain over trying to figure out the best way to do all of this auth stuff. And I even did a stream a little while back about setting up all the auth yourself and how to manage all that. And then I was watching someone's PyCon talk or something, and they mentioned AllAuth for Django. And I had never heard of it. And I looked into it and I was like, oh wow, this looks like exactly what I need, because you've got all these real tough things to deal with. Like, if somebody logs in with a social account, what if they already have an account with that email locally? Or what if they log in with another social account with the same email? Do you automatically link them together? Do you always keep them separate? Well, what if the social provider doesn't verify their email address? Well, then you can't guarantee that that's actually their email address, so then you have to take it a step further and inspect the quality of the data that the provider's giving you and how that relates to your trust of the user's authentication. So there's a lot of stuff to deal with, and it looks like it gives you good options for all of that. It looked like it had options to check whether you want to link the accounts automatically and stuff like that. So it's looking really good. And what I want to do here is clear sudo a2 dis site AllAuth test. Okay. Restart Apache 2. All right, we're looking really good. Okay, so now I'm going to clean all this up and get ready to push it up to GitHub. And let's see. Oh, we already have the templates one here. So yeah, actually, what I really want to do here is only add one more. Yeah, okay. I did not want to really overwrite all the original template context processors. I only wanted to add one. Whiskey app, databases, that's fine. Okay, so now we got our custom and it's all working with our custom user model too, which is really slick. Okay, so very good. I think that's looking solid. I don't want to change anything else there. Now in our posts, let's just rename that to, well, whatever, we'll just leave it like that. It's basically the one that has just the only view we have that requires the login. Okay, so let's add a Git Ignore. And we're going to ignore VM, any PyC, any PyCache, any idea, any VS Code if there's any, which there shouldn't be. Git status, git init, git status. And we can actually omit the database file too. Okay, so this looks good. Nothing we don't want in there. Oh, actually, you know what I do need is a README. Let's see. To set up, make sure you put the client ID and secret in a model DB entry for the social auth. Apps enabled. Do this through the admin interface, and I'm going to link to the AllAuth documentation here. Okay, this is going to be simple example of Django AllAuth mod package that demonstrates how to use local register, login, password, email verification, as well as social OAuth2 login, e.g. login with Discord. Okay. Oh, and maybe just a link to the live stream. So let's see, copy link. Okay. I think we're good to go. At this point, you could override the templates. And so let's look at that. So right now we gotta start with the URLs. So they're providing the URLs, and they're coming from here. And so you want to look at the actual views that are being used. For example, the login one. So they've got login view as view. If we go to login view, we can see we are now in their login view. And it looks like they have, it's very much just like the login view that comes with the Contrib auth, where you can just specify a template name. So in the URLs file, I'm pretty sure you can just say, you copy that route and then you would say comma template name equals, you know, my custom login. And then from there you would go add your template and customize it. And of course you could use theirs as a template, so you can go look at their templates and see their login page. You can copy and paste that one as a starting place, or you can just inherit and override certain blocks. Otherwise, what I would do is probably copy their whole thing as a starting place, or just create one totally from scratch. And really the most important piece is outputting the form. So because they're using a login form, you just output the form in whatever template you want to output it in. And if you want to override the form, you can totally do your own form as well too, but there's not necessarily a reason to do that unless you really need to. So let's see about that. Actually, I'm gonna work on customizing the templates, but I'm going to first push this, and then I'm gonna take a break and get some water and stretch, and then I'm gonna work on customizing templates. Okay, so git status. There we go. Now we've got a README. Let's go to GitHub and make a project. new repository, Django AllAuth example. Example of AllAuth package doing local and social OAuth2 login. Create, and then we're going to copy the SSH remote. Git remote add origin. Git, did we do a commit yet? Stable work. Git push, set upstream origin master. Okay, so now if you want to go check out this code, you can. And actually one of the last things I'm going to do is delete this app. Okay, so now this is up there for anybody who wants to see it. I'm gonna take a quick break and get a drink of water and stretch, and then I'm gonna come back, and then I'm gonna look at customizing the templates. And we'll look at how to customize all of the templates. So hang tight, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. So where were we? We were done with everything that I wanted to do today, actually. So at this point, I'm going to take it a little bit further, and I'm going to do what was actually requested at the very beginning of the stream, which is how do you actually customize these templates? And so we're going to go ahead and look at that. Now, if we go back here to our URLs, and we jump into the AllAuth URLs, and then we use our little reticle to target the file, it shows us where it is in the file system. And they have a templates directory right here. So we can copy basically everything in there into our templates folder. Yeah, we'll copy everything and just see. Now they do have some instructions, and we will check on this, but hello? Okay, we're just going to see if we can actually modify it just by copying them over and dropping them in our templates directory. So I guess we could try that locally. Oh, look at that! It worked! So, quite literally, all we have to do is copy their base templates. We'll copy basically whatever templates we want to override into a templates folder of our own. And so we should also be able to do something like this. We can say well, we can take this whole templates directory and move it inside of one of the apps. And as long as it's in one of the apps, it should still get discovered. So we'll restart it and do the same thing. Yeah, still there. And so we can see for sure that it is being modified. Cool. So boom, we just figured out how to modify the templates. Now, they've got the base one. Obviously, you don't have to use the base. So like if you want to modify the login, you've got your own, and it's called website/base. Boom, now you're just inheriting from that template, and you can modify whatever else you want. Like if you don't have a head title, that's fine, cut it out. If your block isn't called content, rename it. But I'm actually going to leave all these the way they are. And then, yeah, so basically, you can do it a couple ways. You can only copy over what you need to override, or you can copy all of them over and be real thorough and override each one. Account/base. Okay, so it looks like they have a couple. Yeah, account base just extends base. Okay, so I mean, there you have it. You've got all your templates here. You can do whatever you want with them now. Modify your whole base template. Do whatever. Okay, so let's check out their. We basically figured out how to do that too. Boom. Okay. Next. To do. Profit. So, oh wait, no, this is the wrong one. I want, not social auth, AllAuth. There's another one called social auth that is not as thorough, it looked like. Okay, so let's go back to the documentation. And templates. Overridable templates. AllAuth ships many templates. Yeah, we did see that. AllAuth/templates directory, and that's basically what we copied over, was the whole directory. For instance, the view corresponding to account login uses the template account/login.html. If you create a file with this name in your code layout, it can override the one shipped with ours. Template tags. The following template tag libraries are available: Account. Tags for dealing with account in general, and social account. Okay, now tags are the special tags that you can put in templates. And so it looks like they have a couple special ones in case someone's logged in through social auth. It looks like it will pull all of the information. So social account tags, yeah. Provider login URL. Okay, so that must be how it generates the login link to GitHub. So yeah, let's check out templates, account, login. Yeah, and then it lists the form. Okay. Here you can pass. Yeah, so this all looks good. So it's nice to know there's a little bit of extra, couple extra tags. Get social accounts for the user. Accounts. Okay, you can get a list of all the accounts. Okay. Decorators. Verified email required. Okay, so if you add verified email required, you can limit a view specifically to require verified email. So you can let them log into part of your site as like an unverified email, but if they try to like register and pay, be like, hey, sorry, you can't reach this one until you actually verify your email. So that's good to know. Advanced usage, yeah, custom user model. Okay. Creating and populating user instances. The following adapter methods can be used to intervene in how user instances are created. Let's see. AllAuth account adapter, default account adapter. That's the default one, okay. Is open for sign up. The default function is true. Yeah, we do want people to register. New user, save user, populate username. Invitations. Invitation handling is not supported and most likely will not be anytime soon. It's okay, I don't really care about invitations. Sending email. Email sent, in case of password forgot or email confirmation, can be altered by providing your own templates. Oh, okay, yeah, so we saw that in the templates folder, there's actually, yeah, like email confirm, and in the email directory, there's actually the text. So these are actually, yeah, here, you know, you're receiving this email because someone signed up. Thank you for registering your email. Here's your forgot email password. All that text is in here. And it looks like they are using Translate. So if we were to run, it's called manage.py make texts. Make text. Let me see. Hold on. Help. There's a command that will build all of the internationalization templates. Make messages. Make messages. Unable to find a locale path. Okay, looks like we need to add a setting. Oh, you gotta just make the locale dir. Make messages. There we go. So when you do that in the locale directory, oh, I guess you have to also specify what locales you want to support. Django make messages. Use I18. Okay, now let's make sure that's I18N. Yeah, use I18N. Use internationalization. Use localization. True, true. Internationalization. Get text. No, so No, I just want to see how to make them again. Internationalization in template code. Yeah, this is what we're using. Trans, and I guess they're doing block trans too. Block translate. Okay, so after you do that, make messages. Oh, there we go. -L DE. Yeah, now you should. Yeah, locale paths is configured. Now I thought you could specify. Well, maybe not. I thought you could specify the languages in the settings file, but I guess not. Now we can see in our locale we actually have our messages, and this is how you would translate them for other languages. You would just translate and put it in the second box. Okay, good. And also rerun manage.py make messages. Okay. Custom redirects, messages, admin, anything else we're missing, customizing providers. No, that's all fine. We can skip over most of that. Just kind of going through, making sure there's nothing. I guess the last thing is maybe look a little more at the settings. Anything important here? Account email confirmation expire time. You can customize how long that'll expire. Account email required. Okay, actually, that looks like an important one, because when people are generating their forgot password link, it should be using HTTPS. Okay, equals HTTPS. Now let's just try that out real quick. So now if we go locally and we try and sign in and we say forgot password, okay, we have sent you an email. Now down here we should see the email, and yeah, good. It does put the S in the URL. We can just take it out to test. Yeah, it still works. Oh yeah, let me modify that base template so where is it? Local users, okay. And actually I'm gonna put the templates back in the main directory. And I'm gonna fix this base so that's not there anymore. Okay. Okay. I think this is looking good. Yeah, that's not working because our callback's not available anymore. But that's okay. We tested it and we know it works. Okay, any other settings we need? Account email max length, account forms. Used to override forms, for example. Okay, if you want to customize the forms, you would set that in the settings. And you can override any one of these forms. Login, add email, change password, disconnect, login. Reset password, set password, sign up, sign up. Okay, account login attempt limits. Number of failed login attempts. When this number is exceeded, the user is prohibited from logging in for the specified account login attempts timeout. And that is a default of 300 seconds, which is 5 minutes. Okay, so 5 failed login attempts, you're locked out for 5 minutes. That's the same default. I can accept that. I'll leave that. Account login on email confirmation. Oh, I guess so. Yeah, as soon as they click confirm email, it'll log them in. But we'll leave that to false too. We'll just force them to log in again. Account logout on get. I see. I guess that's as opposed to a post. That's okay. Account logout on password change. I'll leave that off. Account login on password reset. False. Account logout redirect URL. Okay, that defaults to the base one that we're already using. Account password input render value. Render value parameter is passed to password input fields. Yeah, whatever. Account preserve username casing is true. Okay. Account session remember controls the lifetime of the session. Set to none to ask the user. Set to none to ask the user remember me. False to not remember. True to always remember. Okay. I'm down with the default where it's ask remember me. Hey Mythic. Mythic says hello. Welcome, man. We are already done with the whole agenda for the night, so I'm just kind of going over some last minute stuff to see if there's anything I forgot. Oh, Mythic, you don't have to apologize. But it's cool to see you. Cool to see you again tonight. I saw you earlier in the David Kennedy QA. I had to pause it. I think I still have 20 minutes left at the end, but that was really good. I really like David Kennedy. And if people don't know what I'm talking about, John Hammond on his YouTube channel today did a QA with Dave Kennedy from TrustedSec, and it was awesome. Dave Kennedy is really awesome. He's written some software that's pretty popular, and he runs TrustedSec and Binary Defense. Okay, so yeah, go check that out. Very, very insightful QA. Anyway, account sign up, email enter twice. Oh, no. Okay, so it's got some good options. Account username blacklist. Oh yeah, I don't have that. Account unique email. Now this is an interesting one. Unique email defaults to true, enforces uniqueness of email addresses. Meaning, yeah, forms will prevent a user from registering with or adding an additional email address if that email address is already in use. Yeah. I think that's what we want. That's good. I wonder how that'll work with social accounts, though. If you register a local account in our app and then you try to log in with Google, will it say, sorry, there's already an account with that? Or I think it'll try to avoid default, so it'll try and use the same email and probably underscore. It'll be like username underscore social login or something. So I think that will still work okay. Now there is one thing you can do where, yeah, when it comes to the social accounts, you can specify whether you want it to automatically tie it to a local account if it or another social account if they have the same email address. Social account auto sign up is true. Yeah, so that's basically what we did when we logged in with Discord. It automatically created an account for us. Social account email verification equals the default one, so that's fine. Social account email required. The user is required to hand over an email. Okay, yeah, so you have to share an email address. Social account forms, that's fine. Social account providers, we already filled that out. Social account query email, what's that? Query email, request email address from third-party account provider. Okay, that's the same thing as above. Social account stored tokens is true. Yeah, okay. Okay, so we've gone through pretty much everything there is to go through for this thing. well, I guess, let's see, they have this huge list of providers that, here, look at all these providers. Agave, Amazon, AngelList, Asana, Auth0, Authentic, Baidu, Basecamp, Bitbucket, Bitly, CERN, Coinbase, Dataport 10, Down, DigitalOcean, Discord, Discuss, Dupam, Draugium, Dropbox, Dwala, Edmodo, EVE Online, it's a video game, Evernote, Facebook, Feedly, 500px, Flickr, Foursquare, FXA, GitHub, GitLab, Google, Hubic, Instagram, Jupyter Hub, Kakao, Line, LinkedIn, OAuth2, Mail.ru, it's a Russian Gmail basically, MailChimp, Meetup, Naver, Odnolasniki, OpenID, OrcID, PayPal, Persona, Pinterest, Reddit, Robinhood, Shopify, Slack, SoundCloud, Spotify, Stack Exchange, Steam, Stripe, Trello, Tumblr, 23andMe, Twitch, Twitter, Untapped, that's a beer app, Vimeo, VK, it's like the Russian Facebook, Weibo, Weeksin, Windows Live, and Zing. So you can have people log in from any of those providers. That's really awesome. Okay, anything else we're missing? Signals. So they do have some signals, which are basically like events that you can register for callbacks on. So basically when someone logs in, you can get like the message and process it. Or when somebody changes their password, you can get notified and process and do something. Or like, yeah, when someone's email is confirmed, you can hook into that event and do some extra processing. Or yeah, like if their email was removed, you can hook into that and like send them an email and say, hey, this email was removed, just making sure that was what you wanted. And then you've got some more here. Pre-social login, social account added event, social account updated, social account removed. So you can hook into those. Let's see. Yeah, so there's the views that you can override if you need to. And the forms. Yeah, and you can override the forms with custom form objects if needed. What else? Templates. We already looked at all the templates. Decorators. They only have one. Verified email required. Advanced usage. Yeah, we looked at this too. Frequently asked questions. Okay, we've gone through like the whole documentation pretty much 2 times over. And we got it working. And it was relatively painless. The most painful thing was getting my Apache set up with SSL and getting that callback URL just right. And what nearly burned me was, and this is going to be a pro tip for anybody who spent the 2 hours to watch through this video. Oh, okay. So in your app, if you add an OAuth2 callback, then callback here, having the slash versus not having the slash makes a big difference. And that's what nearly burned me. Mythic says good night. See ya later. Thanks for stopping by. So yeah, not having the slash pretty much broke the login chain. So make sure that matches, and make sure that is what it should be. Slash or no slash. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna call it there. Appreciate everybody who came out, everybody who chatted, helped, learned, gave comments. So I'm gonna do one more thing. I'm gonna push all this up to GitHub and check out, make sure, yeah, so we added all the templates. Okay. And ideally, what I would actually do is, I wouldn't normally copy all of them over. because if they change anything in them, then you're going to miss out on the changes. So ideally what I would do is like this account one, where you have account/base that extends base.html. You can probably get away with just overriding that one base and specifying which base, and in this case you'd say instead, extend from my website base. And then all of the things are suddenly styled in your page. And then you don't have to customize each one here. So that's probably what I would do instead of copying them all over. But this also does work. Let's see, adding custom templates. Okay. Just to confirm, it's all up. Just now, yeah, adding templates. Awesome. Okay, so we're good there. I'll go ahead and do my plugs in case you guys aren't already subscribed to the YouTube channel. Go ahead and subscribe for the daily live streams. If you're not on the Discord server, go to devdungeon.com, and on the right sidebar there's a Join Me on Discord button. Just click that and join. Check out my book, Security with Go. And go to github.com/devdungeon, youtube.com/devdungeon, and come hang out on the Discord server. Otherwise, have a good night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.